Namaste and Jai Hind. When I was last in conversation with him, he was on the verge of starting his Padayatra. For some reasons, it got a little delayed. But then once he's hit the ground, Yen Man Yen Makkal has become a talking point. So we thought, let's just get to the ground and catch up with the state BJP president of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Annamalai, and ask him, how is it going along so far? Annamalai ji, vanakkam, namaskaram, Romma nandri.
Vanakkam sir, thank you for coming all the way. We are sitting near Trichy and having this conversation. We have done about 94 assembly constituencies in Tamil Nadu. July 28 we started. We still have another 140 odd constituencies to cover. It's been a big learning experience, humbling experience for the whole party, the whole cadres, the leadership, because we are going deep into the ground, meeting people whom we are supposed to serve. And politics of late, if you see across politics, especially in Tamil Nadu, it has become so disconnected. It has become power, it has become more about cutouts culture, more about sitting in Chennai and dictating how politics of Tamil Nadu would be. But it is very humbling for us to go there and understanding that many of our learnings have totally crumbled, seeing them and their expectation. In the rural area, how do they see India's growth? So overall, it's a great experience till now, sir.
When you started, what was your thought process? Do you remember day zero, day one, and now you are a few months down the line? There have been some interruptions, but like you said, 94 constituencies. So from day zero to covering about 94 constituencies, what have been one or two standout moments for you, or learnings for you? How did perception change for you?
For me, it was a shock, the first 10 constituencies I did in South Tamil Nadu. A sense of shock, because Tamil Nadu, from the outside, we always see this as a very developed state, a state that is very heavily developed. The social indicators are pretty high. And when we started from Ramanathapuram, when we were going into the rural parts, the first 10 days, these are all aspirational districts. And when Modi ji has announced 500 aspirational blocks, and 2 blocks come among the 500 also. I could see women carrying water in a small vehicle with 2 wheels. They have 6, in Tamil what we call kodam. They keep the 6 containers there and they were pulling it for 5 kilometers. I've never imagined in our state somebody can pull it for 5 kilometers for a drinking water. Kamudi, those kind of places. And I was like totally shocked. I was like, what is happening? They said, no sir, when we get married, see then what you say in rural parts of Tamil Nadu, some gift the woman bears to her in-laws house. So this Gadi vehicle comes as a gift. And that kind of India, now Modi ji saying that I am going to give water to you through a pipe which is going to come. For me, sitting in Delhi, it was all about my village, and my village was a pretty developed village in the western part of Tamil Nadu. It is like, okay, people walk half a kilometer, people don't have a good quality of water, now Modi ji is giving water through a pipe. But this is an altogether different challenge. For me as a politician, as a BJP Karyakartas, how do I communicate this vision to those rural folk? To tell them, look, this is your problem, and do you know, Modi ji is actually solving your problem. We have covered 66% of Tamil Nadu through the piped water. So this was a big revelation, sir. Very hot, 42 degrees, 43 degrees, so hot. And people turning up and standing in that humid climate and just not moving an inch. That was a big revelation for us. And every constituency is a learning, sir, is a challenge, is a revelation, is an opening. Just yesterday, Kulitalai, heavy rain, pouring rain. Women folks, I said, look, we are done, rain is coming, I'm so sorry, we'll do it again, we'll come back again and we'll do a meeting. Not moving. Then we said, you have to go to your home, rain is pouring. They said, not moving. Then one of our senior leader took the mic, he said, what do you want? He said, he has to speak. He has to speak and go. Again we spoke. So the overall impression, sir, one, the kind of effort and the good-natured intention Narendra Modi ji has got for the people has really translated and sunk deep into people's heart and mind. The challenge for us is, how do I communicate individually to each person? Because it is a disparate group of person. A lady who is carrying water has got a different narrative. A farmer has got a different narrative. Household woman folk has got a different narrative. A 100-day employment labor has got a different narrative. So this is a learning. We also know what the challenge the party is facing at the grassroots. And I don't think anybody in Tamil Nadu has attempted a Padayatra of this scale, sir. Normally you go walk in a road. Kanyakumari to Chennai, you catch a main road, you walk there. But here it is like every constituency, we cover 2 constituencies every day, 2 speeches. Both the constituencies you meet people. Again you start it fresh the next day. It is like till now we have done about 95 speeches, 95 major speeches. So other Padayatras are more about I walk, people come, I show my hand to you. Then every constituency we bring about 10 to 15 Modi ji beneficiaries. We select in such a way, because of the Modi ji scheme, your life got transformed. We go, before me entering that constituency, a team goes there, visits their house. We see for ourselves what is the transformation that happened. We bring them to our stage. We make them to speak. They come and speak. Look, I am like this. I was a welder, I was a fitter, and I took a mudra loan, just like this. Because of the 6,000, what happened to me? Because of Modi ji's house, what dignity I got? Because of toilet, what dignity I got? So this is more about, we are portraying how India has changed by picking up VIPs from that area. For us, VIPs are normal people whose life got transformed under Modi ji's leadership. They come and speak. For us, as state president, as Karyakarta, standing there and listening, it's a revelation to me. Because coming from their mouth, they say, look, I have to get up 1 hour before then my husband and my cousins and my in-laws, because I have to go to a toilet outside the village and come back before the village gets up. That pain of just going outside just for the sake of a nature's call, one toilet has transformed. So hearing from a woman's voice. So these are all fantastic, fantastic things, sir.
Last time I remember, when we spoke, you said you don't want the BJP to be a 5-seat party. You want to see it grow to 50 seats, if not more. What are the challenges that you see on ground as state BJP president? Your party is nowhere, right now it's in the consideration space. Otherwise in Tamil Nadu there is no BJP. It's largely the AIDMK, DMK is in power, there is Congress, and then there are some of the other parties, even PMK and some of the others get talked about, VCK, they get talked about. BJP never got talked about. So what's your biggest challenge now that you've gone on ground?
The two major Dravidian parties in Tamil Nadu, ADMK and DMK, both of them, they have been in power for a long time. 6 terms. Now DMK is in the 6th term power now. And their network right up to the grassroots is so strong. They have cultivated a group of intellectuals from here, writers, other intellectuals, people who talk in TV space, and everybody talks about the Dravidian philosophy. It is like a big ecosystem is built in Tamil Nadu. Every place you go, you see a statue, somebody honored it. Or people village say Kalaignar Karunanidhi stayed in 1958, or Dr. MGR ji came in 1974. Every village has got memories of leaders coming, staying in that village and moving. So it is like a ecosystem is built around them. Now BJP to break into that mold and enter into it, you need grassroots leaders, sir. That's a big challenge for us. And these grassroots leaders are not just any grassroots leaders who are problem solvers. Somebody goes and says, Anna, there is a problem in Tahsildar office, can you pick up a call and solve it for me? Can you come to the police station with me? Or the street light is not functioning, can you do it? So those kind of leaders is the challenge for BJP, because whatever Modi ji is doing, whatever image Modi ji has built, the great image that people carry for Modi ji, to translate that into votes, people have to trust a local guy. So this is where I think the party is growing over the last many years to fill that gap. So this is the first challenge. Second challenge, I see in the narrative space. When I go to a very deep rural area where a lot of problems are the making of DMK. For example, I go to Ramanathapuram. Again, I'm starting with one district where we started. You see very clearly agriculture has failed. The district is in distress because we haven't solved the water problem after the great Karma Veerar Kamarajaraya, who was our Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. Water has failed. People have studied, no employment. Chennai, Kanjipuram, Chengalpattu, Coimbatore, 4 districts of Tamil Nadu, it contributes 32% of Tamil Nadu's GDP. The neighboring district Karur, which contributes 1.3% of Tamil Nadu's GDP. So here, there is a distress around the rural area in which I have studied, I am an engineer, no job, because no industry has come to my place. So this is building up. And these people, they either take caste as a tool to say, because of I am so and so, caste identity they come, you see all kinds of violence there. So this is not our making, sir. This is a making of 70 years of ruling that has happened here, where the development is only concentrated around Chennai, concentrated around Coimbatore. Now here, I have a problem because conveniently this parties have shifted anti-Hindi, anti-North, anti-Sanskrit, because for them they are not giving solution to it. When people question, they say, if BJP is coming, BJP will do that. So I have to fight 2 battles there. One, to challenge them to redo their assumption. It is not our problem, it is happening here. They have failed you. And second, with respect to anti-South, pro-Hindi, whatever fake narratives they have created. So this is the second challenge for us to keep breaking this. The third one, sir, is all about very good. Tamil Nadu is a state that likes good communicators. People like flowery communication style. So I need to have 500,000 of BJP people who can speak in that language, articulate communicators, catch the attention of a person for 10 minutes, 15 minutes on the ground. These are the three challenges which we are addressing as we move on, sir.
How many of these challenges have we progressed and reduced the level of the challenge?
With respect to the first one,
or is it that people are coming and seeing someone who's come and speaks well, that is Annamalai, and then let's go back home? So where is the aggregation that's happening?
Sir, with respect to the first one which you have said, grassroots leadership, I'm very happy that I'm getting new generation, the party is getting new generation of young dynamic persons coming in, 35, 37, 38. I just need that sharpening of political acumen, that's it. They're very good, they want to serve, but they don't know politics. And that is the group. We have done 3-4 trainings now, 500 batches in Chennai, in different parts of Tamil Nadu. And many young people got elected into local body polls, especially urban local body polls last year when the polls happened, when BJP stood alone. So it is more like a seed that is planted. It will take some time for them to grow. We just have to be patient with them. And second, with respect to our senior leaders who have put in a lot of heart and soul over a long point of time, now they feel confident and jubilant that BJP's time is now. Even for an old horse, it can still run faster provided the horse believes, oh, I can reach that destination. Now many of our senior leaders believe, hamara time aayega. It has come now. So they want to push that extra. So that is a very beautiful space. The party is inside now. We have to take it by avoiding small ego tussles, the newcomers, old comers. A lot of people come from outside party into BJP. They might not know our ideology, but we have strong ideology people inside the party. So that combination we have to solve, sir. With respect to communicators, now what has happened, sir? In Tamil Nadu, communication is becoming more data oriented now. One thing what I am trying to do desperately is shifting this communication from larger than life people of Tamil Nadu to get into the real ground issues of what is happening, what is it that affects you and me. So we don't want to communicate on them on their communication strategy because we will fail, that is their strength. But we want to shift the whole communication to an altogether new paradigm. Look, this is the data, this is what is happening in your problem, can we solve it? So this new thing is what we are trying to do, sir. And overall I would say, it's a long way ahead, I'm not saying it is going to happen tomorrow, day after. But we are feeling pretty confident because people are showing that love and affection. That is important for us, and 2024 Lok Sabha is going to be a turning point because that is where the flip is going to happen. Of course, Tamil Nadu is a state that thinks very differently for Assembly and Lok Sabha. Now we are trying to tell the people of Tamil Nadu, look, this election is more about India, more about who is going to govern the country. So what DMK is trying to do, trying to make it Hindi, this, that and NEET and everything is not actually this election. Who you want as a stable, vibrant, strong leader in our country? What does Modi ji has done? So when people from the community come to our stage and speak, no BJP guy, but a common person who got benefited by Modi ji's rule, so we can shift the narrative of this election to a different paradigm. That is our hope and prayers.
But are you going to be able to do it in a state where the DMK, A, is so strong, and B, seems to be largely not just controlling the narrative, but as per their numbers, they are delivering on ground. So are you really going to be able to break the DMK bastion? And especially when now that you have walked out of an alliance with AIDMK. A large part of it was seen that the AIDMK would do the counterbalancing versus the DMK in this NDA alliance. Now you split with that alliance. Is that not going to hurt your chances more?
So Tamil Nadu, now I really don't want to get into, because ADMK walked out of the alliance as we speak now, and BJP we remain intact and we never spoke anything also. And
the buzz is that you were the problem.
That is their impression and their viewpoint and their way of seeing it, sir. I am only here to grow BJP as a party and pretty aggressive with what we are doing at the ground. And maybe the other parties might have some readings about what I do and what I speak, and that is for them, sir. I respect their opinion, that is for them. But I might not necessarily agree with their opinion. Now with respect to the three-way fight, and I see a good chance, sir, because even when DMK got to power, they got 33% votes, 2021. So when ADMK came, they got about 31% votes. You see, I still have about another 40%, which is waiting. Vijay Kant gave an importance. And I am not really bothered about the DMK vote split should happen. If the DMK vote split happens, if it happens in multiple 3-4 places, finally DMK will win. So I'm not buying into that narrative because, sir, people are very clear. When you have a national leader, Prime Minister Modi ji as Prime Minister candidate again for 2024, you see other party people voting for Modi ji, but not necessarily for BJP. In Tamil Nadu, we have seen this tactical voting many places it is happening. So people know who is governing, who is the opposite side. So people do tactical voting. So I don't think 2024 election, I am seeing that as a major threat.
So they're not voting based on their caste. They're not voting based on who's their taller leader, who's the one who's coming and who's going to advocate for them. Tamil Nadu is also hugely caste driven.
Correct. It's 100% caste driven. I'm not denying it. So 2014 was more about when Modi ji was their Prime Minister candidate. And Jayalalitha madam framed the whole conversation as Modi versus lady. So, and the cadres felt, or many Tamil Nadu people felt, there is a possibility that Madam Jayalalitha can be a deputy prime minister if at all somebody is coming to power. So that was the narrative in Tamil Nadu at that point of time. But Modi ji led third front in Tamil Nadu. It cornered about 19% votes. DMK was the lowest, came to the lowest ever in their history of 23%. So that will give us an idea how they try to frame the whole argument. DMK caught because they were never in the race per se after the UPA 1 and 2. 2019 was more about a very false propaganda started in 2017, ran for 2 years, that whatever has happened in Tamil Nadu, central government is the reason. Thoothukudi firing or this or methane project or Jallikattu, blah, blah, and everything they brought inside. And they tried to create a narrative that, oh, Delhi is bad for Tamil Nadu. They had their own TV channels, newspapers, they kept running things for 2 years. It was like who is for Tamil Nadu, who is against Tamil Nadu. So 2 elections, 2 different narratives. 2024 is not like that, sir. 2024 is very clear. Modi ji enjoys popularity simply because 10 years the schemes have sunken. It has created a new breed of people who believe, okay, this scheme has benefited me. Mudra, for example, sir. Tamil Nadu, more than 2 lakh crore. I don't think any state in the country has got 2 lakh crore in Mudra, especially Kongu regions. First time women entrepreneurs, first time normal entrepreneurs, you see, Mudra beneficiary. So when this comes, that feeling itself removes a lot of negativity. Oh, I am a beneficiary. Oh, Modi ji is not like that. You are only telling me lie. So this conversation I am seeing in the last 1-2 years in the field now. When a DMK goes and says something bad about Modi, that guy is countering. Why are you saying like that?
But the 2024 narrative is that RSS BJP is representing Sanatan. And Sanatan needs to be eradicated, and it can be eradicated only when this RSS BJP brand of politics is eradicated out of Tamil Nadu.
I'm very happy that DMK is getting into Sanatana Dharma for the 2024. Now, when they got into that conversation for 2024, when I challenged the DMK, come, let us fight the election on Sanatana Dharma. Immediately they saw the people's support. It has become a talking point in the tea shops, villages. Till now, Sanatana Dharma in Tamil Nadu was portrayed as a Brahmin priestly class, North Indian. Then they always said Sanatana Dharma is different from Hindu Dharma. That is how Tamil Nadu politicians over a long time have spoken. Now, social media, everybody follows everybody, everybody reads everything. Now clearly they know what is Sanatana Dharma, eternal Dharma, timeless Dharma, Hindu Dharma, same. When people got only this small shift, immediately Udayanidhi Stalin said, oh, 2025, I don't want to talk about Sanatana Dharma, let us talk for 2026. That itself showed they want to go one step back foot on Sanatana Dharma. Sir, by now DMK ideally should have set a narrative in Tamil Nadu, because 2019 they set the narrative by 2017, 2018. DMK till now is struggling to find a narrative. Is it going to be NEET? Is it going to be Sanatana Dharma? Is it going to be Delhi trying to plunder Tamil Nadu's resources? Or is it going to be our alliance will safeguard India's secular fabric? Whatever they are trying to say. As you will also see, you also, I saw in your tweet that you have gone to a very famous hotel in Sri Rangam. When you talk to people there, people say, what is DMK trying to say for 2024? So that itself is a huge success, because DMK till now couldn't come with a single narrative. This election is all about this. That is where I am very confident. It is going to be, whether you want to give one more term for Modi ji, or do you want this concoction of people without any ideological base who wants to come together just for the sake of opposing Modi. These two choices will define 2024 in Tamil Nadu. I don't think anything else is going to come.
But 2024 is not going to define the BJP's growth in Tamil Nadu, please, because one of the aspects that you have tried to highlight is corruption. where you have tried to take a position against corruption. But does that actually fly? And many would turn around and say, you were going to talk about DMK files, you put out one set of tweets and then you just went quiet about it. You have not said anything there. So people will say, you also backed off because you thought you had bitten, many would say you have bitten off more than you can chew, you have no proof, you are also making an empty claim.
I don't understand, sir. Whichever DMK files, whatever you have spoken, my job as a politician is to make that as a talking point among the common public. Because I am not a minister, I am not somebody who can order anything to happen tomorrow morning. I am a normal citizen of the state. My job is to bring corruption to the forefront and make it as a talking point, which I believe we succeeded. People started talking, okay, this is what it is, this is what it is. Then defamation suits filed on me. I go to the court, I talk to the press. It has created an atmosphere in Tamil Nadu. Yes, fine. Corruption is a subject we haven't talked for a long time. We have kept in the back seat. Come, let us talk about corruption. Then what happened? Subsequent rights at different points of time. Supreme Court mandated action on Sendil Balaji. He going to Pulal prison. Then Jagat Rakchakan, income tax right, 1,250 crore tax evasion they found, issued a press note. Eva Velu Raid, minister, continuing, even now as we speak, it is continuing for the third straight day. And people see cash, people see gold, people see the press note, people see everything. Now they are like, okay, it is not that we spoke, something is happening. Something is supposed to happen, but we have made it a talking point. Now, by now DMK would have said it's political action, it is BJP which is trying to do. Now common man says, no, you earned money through illegal ways, the central agencies are acting on you, don't blame the BJP for it. They are doing fair and neutral. So this is the success for us, sir. Now, a party that is not in power, a party that is emerging as a challenger now, this is what BJP can do by bringing an issue to the forefront and make it as a talking point among the public. Beyond this, I don't think we are neither the current opposition party in the state, nor are we the ruling party in the state, where we have DVSE. DVSE, all the complaints are just like a piece of paper. We have given n number of complaints with DVSE, nothing is acted. And thanks to the High Court of Madras, now all the DVSE complaints against the former ministers, when it is getting closed in the district courts, sumoto, the judges have opened that case. They said, no, it is faulty. You guys are under, you guys haven't done a good job. And they have opened about against 4 ministers DVSE cases. It has gone to Supreme Court now. BJP Tamil Nadu, we have filed a caveat in the Supreme Court because we don't trust the Advocate General and other people representing the state. So overall people know, oh, this case are fighting. These guys are taking it to the court. These guys are willing to face defamation. These guys are daily hitting hard. And these guys are countering. So this is what BJP as a party can do, is my humble answer, sir.
Do you see the DMK Congress votes consolidating, this entire INDI alliance that's coming together? How much of an impact will it happen? Will it have in Tamil Nadu?
So Tamil Nadu, unlike other states, the India alliance is more like a strong alliance over the last many years. It's a time-tested alliance. They have run through 3 assembly elections and 2 Lok Sabha elections. It's a time-tested model. And this model, it rests on 2 things. It wants consolidation of minority votes and it wants consolidation of caste votes. And this is a very funny model because parties like Congress doesn't even openly say in the future they want to come to power. Or the parties existing in Tamil Nadu because one day they want to come back to power. In Tamil Nadu, the India alliance have totally surrendered to one party, that is DMK, and they are willing to face any ignominy, even they don't give them alliance seats, mistreated during the local body poll. They are like, absolutely okay, DMK is there, I'm okay. So this is a very peculiar model of alliance we see in Tamil Nadu. So they are not very bigger parties by nature. Congress has got more leaders than cadres in Tamil Nadu because they have continuously lost cadres over a point of time. Tamil Mandala Congress came out, it's a split. The other are more caste parties trying to cater to their own people. Even DMK as a party, if you look at it, they don't have pan-Tamil Nadu presence. So I don't see this alliance is so strong that across Tamil Nadu they will cater. No, sir. This is more like a combination that have come together. And despite this, despite 10 years in opposition, with what percentage point they came to power? 1.5% point. A split ADMK was on the opposite side along with BJP. Just 1.5 percentage point difference this alliance was able to make. So I don't think the alliance per se is a threat. Maybe they might have number of parties by name, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From our side, we may not have that many names, but I don't think that matters because Tamil Nadu, generally the neutral voters will keep shifting. and that will decide, not the nature of alliance per se.
You really believe in your manifesto promise of freeing Hindu temples? Now, this is an issue which is very close to a lot of people beyond political alliances, because we believe the BJP has not lived up to its promise even in some of the other states. Even with Uttarakhand, they had to give it up because they knew that it was going to hurt them in the elections. A lot of people believe it led to Pushkar Dhamiji coming back, in the BJP coming back to power, because they did it. In Tamil Nadu, you really think? Because this is where the whole campaign has been mooted. Some of your own members are active people demanding freeing of state control, of Hindu temples from state control.
This, I think I'll take a little bit extra time
Please.
to answer it. I'm sure many people across India, they keep asking us the same question, sir. The nature of endowment body in Tamil Nadu is very different from the nature of endowment body in Karnataka, or for that matter Uttarakhand, or for any other part. Because here the endowment body, or the Tamil Nadu charitable and Hindu religious, the ministry itself, the nature is to crush the Hindu temples, the nature itself. You don't see controversy happening in other parts of India. Here it happens. Right from the time they started, they said, look, our only job is to maintain, preserve the Hindu temples for what it is. We will regulate. Nothing else we are going to do. That's how they are able to convince the communists also when the bill got into the state assembly. Then subsequently, if you look at it every 10 years or so, how this has encroached into temple, they came in. They had either an endowment officer, or for a small temple, something called a fit officer. Fit officer generally manages 5-7 small temples. EO, endowment officer, manages one big temple. Then over a point of time, they started plundering the state temple resources. Diversion, Innova cars will be bought. When the Tamil Nadu, the act clearly mentions 12% and 6%, not more than 18% can be taken out, either as an administrative cost or as a cost for doing an auditing. And 82% has to be funneled back into the temples for its daily maintenance. So people saw every 10 years the promise got eroded. 1986, 5.25 lakh acre were with TNHRC. Now it is 3.25 lakh acre. Where did 2 lakh acre go? No. If you go to Tiruchendur temple in RTI, 5,000 cows that was gifted to Tiruchendur temple is missing now. Nobody knows who took that cow. I can give you thousands and thousands of examples. Violation of the act, people have brought Innova cars right up to an office expense, office chair, building toilets for endowment commissioner office, then running engineering schools, medical schools, art schools in money, or in the recent Mylapore controversy, where they want to build some Kalakshetra center with the temple's money. Now, it is sunk in now for people, okay, now the act and what you are supposed to do, what you are doing now, there is a clear deviation with respect to what you do. This we have to understand for Tamil Nadu with respect to others. Now, not Hindu-minded officers are put as E1 fit officers. This is very important. I am making a statement now, sir. I am not against any community. Not Hindu-minded officers means you put officers in such way who come inside the temple as officers, deliberately destroy the practice of Sanatana Dharma. The pujas are stopped. The 6 ritual that is supposed to happen daily is not happening. Now the final nail in the coffin, from the big temples, the HRNC is entering into small temples. In Tamil Nadu, what we call Kuladeva Valibadu. Yeah. This Sanatana Dharma in Tamil Nadu is all about small temples, not necessarily the big temples. Now, very first time after DMK has come to power, we are seeing these guys enter into small temple because there is a provision in the law. If communities fight among themselves in a small temple, Kuladeva temple, they approach HRNC can take over the temple. Now, Tamil Nadu, everywhere in the Padayatra, I have seen people taking over small temples. On fit officer has put. Even for a small hundi collection, you go to them. Now they say, okay, this HRNC is definitely a pain with respect to what we are doing. So we cannot abolish it before people's mind is made up, sir. Maybe in 1980, people's mind weren't made up. 2000, it was not made up. Now, especially in DMK government rule, it is made up now. When Jayalalitha madam was Tamil Nadu chief minister, it is a different thing. She was seen as a very tall Hindu leader. Maybe taller than many of the leaders here. She was seen as a very tall leader. She was openly displaying her Hinduness. Of course, accommodative of every single religion, gifting elephants to temples, being very bold about Ram temple construction. So, when you have that kind of a leader, sir, the HRNC abolition will not take off. Because people will say, oh, though HRNC is bad, but the chief minister will take care. So, that image you can't. When Dr. MGR was there ruling for a long time, when the same HRNC was there, MGR was seen as a very neutral leader who will gift a veil to a temple in Udupi, Kollur Muhambiga goddess. So people like, okay, act is bad, Chief Minister will take care. You got to have a combination where people say act is bad, government is bad, then only the explosion will happen. Now it is happening after many years. We have to understand the context, sir. It is the people's will.
But what's in it for the DMK to act against Hindu interests? A lot of times it is because they say that temples are being mismanaged. We are only helping. The DMK's claim is they have helped restore or build 5,000 plus temples. So if they were against temples, why would they do it?
So when you come with me, especially outside Trichy, if you go to a lot of rural places where I can show you 1,000-year-old temples, in a dilapidated condition, nobody has come in and touched, nobody has done anything for the temple. What DMK claims, for example, DMK claims you have done 1,000 Kumbhavishekam. Sir, people do Kumbhavishekam on their own. What is HRNC's role in it? Last week I attended 5 Kumbhavishekam in and around Karur district. People do on their own. You just have a HRNC brand to it. Because it's a village, self-sustaining villages. After 13 years they come together, they collect money locally, they perform, they do it. HRNC minister just goes on the day of Kumbhavishekam for a photo shoot. It gets added to government's tally that we have done 1 Kumbhavishekam. That is nonsensical argument given by DMK, sir. Now, has any temple circuit they have developed here? Has any tourism potential around the temples being explored here? Temples itself can contribute to the whole feeding program of Tamil Nadu government. The temples of Tamil Nadu can contribute to the midday meal, morning breakfast. The temples can contribute to the midday meal scheme. Temples of Tamil Nadu can run all the colleges of Tamil Nadu. If they fix a proper rent fixation for all the 2 lakh acres they have lost, the remaining 3.25 lakh acre, some land is given at 1 rupee for 19-year lease. They are given in 1980, 1984. If you go to some temples in Kanyakumari, which has got 30,000 acres, totally mismanaged. So I can give thousands of examples, sir. Now, what is the revenue HRNC shows from collecting from temple? Less than 500 crore. This is a 10,000 crore potential area we are talking, which can go into spending for the social sector spending. You don't do that. Nothing you do. Sir, DMK generally puts a question. Okay, you take HRNC out. How will you manage temples? How temples were managed before HRNC came in, that's how they have to be managed. For example, even now there is a Thakkar. A socially reputed person is put as a Thakkar to Palani temple, is put as a Thakkar to Tirutani temple. Below him there is a board. And this board is again appointed by the DMK government for whom it suits them. They call this entrepreneur, that entrepreneur, DMK minded guy, you go. This is where the problem is. You fix the board, you bring Thakkar, you run the same democratic way, you make sure the major communities in Tamil Nadu, sir, temples revolve around communities. For example, my temple you go, certain communities belong to that temple. You give a representation to that community should sit in that board. For example, you go to the temple, the Kali temple in Chennai. The Kali temple in Chennai was actually built for certain communities of that area. That community even now has got the first right of worship. You just hand it back to that community as a major stakeholder. You bring the other communities around that area as a minor stakeholder. You have a democratic way of having a board, and then you have some Thakkar, which is all very democratized by nature. No problems will happen. So you are completely anti-democratic. You nominate people to that board whom you suit or whom suits you or ideologically who is aligned to you. They go in, they do nothing. Endowment officer takes control over the temple. He swindles the money. So we have a solution to the HRNC goes out, what comes in next? So BJP is not talking in the air, sir. For us, HRNC has to go. But you have to find a solution that is more efficient than how HRNC is managing. For that also we have a solution.
So you have a solution.
So now we are very clear HRNC has to go. For a couple of reasons. One, temples are mismanaged, badly maintained. Propagation of Sanatana Dharma, they are curtailing. The second is more important is, you can develop a lot of revenue upstream from this temple management, which can fund the other things in Tamil Nadu, which you are funding it very low. The third, we have a better democratic way of running the temples than the HRNC model. Because of these reasons, HRNC has to go.
I have paucity of time. We also have to go for another Padayatra or today's program of yours. So 2 more questions and we'll come back to the Padayatra. One of the aspects you said is that you are getting youngsters who are coming on board. But we are seeing these youngsters getting arrested every other day for misdemeanor, public nuisance, some case or the other that is happening. You also have a summons that is due sometime very, very soon. a case about 1.5 years ago or something you said. How do you see all of this?
Sir, I see when Dr. MGR started the ADMK party, the problem that he went through between 1972 to 74, the first 2 years of his party, the same thing Tamil Nadu BJP is facing, though it might be a loud-faced comment. When ADMK started, when the flagpoles were put, DMK cut out all the flagpoles. They came, because at that point of time the flagpoles are wooden poles. They came with machetes and chopped it. Summons, arresting of cadres, threatening, any businessman in BJP or ADMK then, the initial part, riding them, all those things. So I think it is par for the course, sir, because what they are thinking, you do this, a party will take a back step, will go one step behind, so that DMK will continue to do what they are doing. That is their motive. For example, in Chengalpattu yesterday, a MLA belonging to Kanjipuram, he speaks about our Prime Minister in the very bad way. 2,000 of our cadres, they go outside his office, they protest. They arrest till midnight, 11 o'clock. They remand 7 people. First time I am seeing in an FIR, a lady police is the complainant. She says, they have harassed me. When they are trying to protect them, they are trying to push me, pull me. I got harassed, Section 4B, Women Harassment Act, all 7 remanded. Very first time I am seeing you use woman as a tool, as a police officer to give a complaint in a law and order pushing, pulling. That is the level to which DMK has stooped down now. DMK has stooped. Amar Prasad Reddy, a person who was part of this yatra. One case, arrested. Second FIR, again you go. You create a third FIR, then you create a fourth FIR. And you want to make him to travel in public transport across Tamil Nadu. When we all know a remand passenger might have a threat when you go in a public. You want to make him like, okay, this is the kind of harassment I can give to you. I will make you to board on public bus stand. People will watch you for 5 minutes. You walk like a criminal, and then you board another bus. I will take you 380 kilometers away. Again, I make you, and then I'll make you to use all the public toilets wherever you may go and stand. People will watch at you. This is their way of breaking somebody's psyche. This is the second model. First model is adjusting the FIR itself to make it look like proper. Third one, arrest you on Saturday morning. They know very well, Saturday night you should be in prison, Sunday night you should be in prison, Monday you will get. The fourth model, keep using the section 153A, keep using this 353, which gets thrown out by High Court 3 months later, but I have sent you inside jail for 2 days. They function on this combination. I always believe, sir, I always believe leadership is tested in the rough waters. If you don't go in the rough water, there's no point of you becoming a leader. This is all tip of an iceberg for a leader. When you come to public service, you got to face this turbulence. Summons, defamation, this, that and all. If you're not ready for it, don't come for public office. Because here, when a party emerges as a challenger, it has to become number 2 in some time, then number 1 in some time. This transition phases you got to go through. Only thing I pray is that my people shouldn't lose heart. As we are sitting now, today morning I was talking to our senior leaders in Delhi. I requested that I need Supreme Court lawyers to come and argue their case. And our leadership in Delhi immediately said, look, we are sanctioning, we will pay the foot the bill, you immediately, whomever the party in Tamil Nadu wants, you ask them to fly to Chennai, you do it. Now, as a state party president, as long as we keep supporting our cadre, even to take him out on a bail, we spend couple of lakhs for a single Karyakarta, the party in Delhi is willing to do it. So that is the confidence I want, sir. That is the confidence a Karyakarta was. A Karyakarta was, okay, they have arrested me, put me in jail. But this party will leave no stone unturned to get me out of jail. As long as he believes in that, as long as we fight for him, we are perfectly okay. Ranjana Nachiyar, another person that was doing the social media stuff. The methods and means we can always debate and discuss in a democracy. Method and means. I see DMK minister when somebody gives a petition to them, KKSSR Ramachandran takes the petition back, hits person in the head. KN Nehruji every month he hits somebody in the public. Every month he slaps some engineer. These are all notorious culprits of DMK. Every month I will have a footage I can show you where they hit a public. What Ranjana Nachiyar did? Tamil Nadu public transport, if you see, sir, it is unsafe for anybody getting into the bus. Unsafe for anybody. Daily I see people falling down. Buses running over them. Somebody hanging. She goes and questions. Immediately you want to book 7 sections against. Sir, I am not defending the action per se. That is always debatable in a democracy. Did she did with motherly love, or that is the way. Immediately you make a big hangama, you come to your home with thousands of police, and then you drag her out like a common criminal, then you take, and the court gives her bail at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. yesterday evening. Then these are all things that clearly shows, one, DMK is frightened. DMK hasn't got any other tools to counter us politically. So when we ask a question, you tell us an answer. You don't arrest us. Moment you do that, I know that you are afraid, you are a coward, and you are failing. DMK doesn't answer our questions. It immediately jumps to try to arrest a guy. Tamil Nadu fact checking, some mission director they have put. Some 5 crore budget, some 60 people they have hired, some all DMK IT wing people, they have hired as government people now. What fact checking they are going to do, sir? This shows you want to throttle an information. So I am seeing a classic signs of dictatorship in making in Tamil Nadu. A dictatorship is something you go and arrest people whom you want to throttle their voice, cut out source of information, question the information you give by having a fact. So this is all dictators do. And unfortunately, Tamil Nadu is stepping into that regime, which we all know it doesn't end well, sir. This can end badly for DMK, which we will see in the elections.
My last question, back on the Padayatra. I see a lot of pictures, and although you're saying you're going into the rural areas, somewhere I get the sense, is it largely just on the periphery of urban townships? So is it more your Padayatra and urban kind of a phenomena? Because BJP largely has grown in a lot of places in this manner. Are you steering clear of the core rural areas?
Okay, sir. Now, there are two things that you see. One, you see a footage of what we do in the evening, predominantly the urban area and the rural urban area mix. And many times people don't see what we do in the daytime. Visiting a village, we do Grama Sabhas. We sit in Grama Sabhas, which is not actually covered by the media because it is not supposed to be covered. It's all very intensive, 100 people, 150 people kind of thing. And also, sir, Tamil Nadu, if you look at it, if you look at the southern part of Tamil Nadu, the distance between village to village is about 6 kilometers, 7 kilometers. Stretched. Kongu regions are slightly closer. If you come to Delta, which we are doing in a couple of days from now, it is much more closer. So our political strategy also has to suit that condition. One, we do rural areas separately in the morning only in terms of a Gram Sabha or visiting influencers or meeting people. And evening we select town panchayats. We necessarily select Kulithalai. We don't go to Kulithalai. Kulithalai is a bigger town. But we go to a place called Tohamalai, which is a town panchayat of 40,000 people. No political leader has ever gone there. Okay. So we select Tohamalai and we go. Just yesterday. Krishnarayapuram, big town. But we don't go to Krishnarayapuram. We select a small town panchayat. We go to Uppudamangalam. So our strategy is also, okay, let us not go to big cities where many leaders have come. Let us go to a mid-sized town. But in the footage, since a lot of people are coming, it always looks like people are crowded and everywhere. Delta, we have to completely change the strategy because rains are coming now. The rains have started. And it is all paddy sowing time now. People are planting paddies, people are there. Now this calls for a different approach because now you have to start early in the morning. Right. You can't go late in the evening. So we keep shuffling. The first time, the phase 1 of Yatra, we had one constituency in the morning, one in the evening. Phase 2, we clubbed everything to evening. Phase 3, we have to start at 6, maybe 7 in the morning. So we keep shuttling, we keep changing, sir.
So you're going to be working in the fields?
Yes, sir, 100%, because I'm a farmer.
Pongal varde, Jallikattu season also comes. So are you going to be getting involved in that too?
Sir, our one vision prayer is if you are able to find Modi ji's time, we are planning to invite him to Tamil Nadu. Probably if PM sir is able to find some time in his busy schedule. And we want to portray the richness of Tamil Nadu because he brought back Jallikattu to us. So that is something the party is working on. Probably, maybe not in the Pongal, but sometime after Pongal. And I myself rear 3 Jallikattu bulls at home. And yesterday I was with my bull in the morning. And I have named my bull as Modi Bull. And my first bull I have named it after Modi ji. And like many Karyakartas, my wish is also when Modi ji comes, our bull should be there in there. And we all, because that is all something we cherish and we do it. And we do agriculture, but not in the camera. But Padayatra time, many things you are supposed to do in front of the camera because you got to reach a larger audience. Many things we do quietly. But Delta is more about you got to be with the farmers. That is the only way to do it there.
Annamalai with the bull, we need that picture. So I have to exact that promise from him. Now, 94, I know we're running out of time. But does Ram exist in Tamil Nadu?
100% he exists. Ram exists in everybody's heart. and people
No,
are
for
very
those
excited.
who deny the existence of Ram or said that Ram is something which is north of the Indias, is a North Indian phenomenon, I've just come to Srirangam. I've done darshan at the Ranganatha Swami temple, but I'm asking you, is there Ram in the consciousness? Of
Ram is,
people?
Lord Ram is there in the consciousness, sir. In fact, I wish and pray that in the future time when BJP is here, we want to trace the Lord Ram's trail, his trail to Sri Lanka, his connection to Tamil Nadu, the temples here. It itself is a big circuit, and one many of our North Indian friends also don't know. Even they might think, oh, Lord Ram, when did he go to Tamil Nadu? He has come here, and we want to trace that whole path he walked. And second, with respect to Ram temple, sir, you will not believe when many of us were as volunteers part of the donation drive for the trust, and every single village house we went, people just came in because they wanted their sense of history, that I contributed something now, because India's, what to say, sir, the India's image of, if there is something that will define India for a Western audience, it is going to be the Ram temple for many years to come. And people said, I want to contribute. In fact, the big bell, which got manufactured in Tamil Nadu, which went through the Tamil Nadu, was like a spectacle for everybody. So for many people who don't deny Lord Ram was there, I'm waiting for January 22. You will see the fervor that is there in northern part of India. I am challenging and I am very confident, sir, it will be more in Tamil Nadu than any parts of India.
So the fervor of Ram in Tamil Nadu come Jan 2022 and the Modi bull during Jallikattu with Annamalai at the helm. We look forward to both of them.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Ramanandri,
coming.
Vanakkam.
Thank you.